Okay, just really quick, I'm going to share this before I make another video. Eh, Something happened this week. I mean, sick, like barely I can see. It's like I'm drogated again. Okay, so yesterday I have a very bad allergy. All this week actually, but yesterday I can't. I used to take a medicine. It made me asleep until 10 o'clock. So I didn't know it was raining. I wake up and my daughter told me, "Mom, it's the storms made me wake the lights." And it's okay. What time is like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock? So, but before I wake up, I was dreaming my house was flooding. But no, this house, another house I have somewhere, and that was flooding. And I see outside, and I try. It's like was a lot of water flowing. And then when I wake up, she told me about the storm and said, I want to see outside. Uh, I want to see outside what is if the no, because we've been working with my daughter about fixing some holes over there, and because it's getting water in my basement. So when I get outside, I see a pool that was worse than before. And I said, no way, what we did, what I did. And I was over there and I forgot plugging the stuff for the water go out. No, be over there. And I said, but before outside in my backyard was a pool full of water, a lot of water. I dream before I wake up. I see before I wake up. That is when this amazes me. Sometimes this all is okay. I can see things before or when it's happening. When I'm sleeping, still I can see things. So I have another dream. Since the day they again damaged my cell phone, then I started again. So I have a videos and dreams, and now I cannot turn it on. I forgot already. But what I remember is one man may try to me to eat something, and he say I don't. He say two words, but I don't remember the first word. But the second word was chicken, and he put it no chicken in my mouth like food. And I said, I don't want. What is this? Chicken. He said two words. I don't know what was the first word. I say I don't want. I'm not eat chicken. I'm vegetarian, and I try to take it out of my mouth. I don't eat chicken. I'm vegetarian. And I wake up and I say, well, that was a weird dream. And every time they want me to eat something in my dream, it's like witchcraft or something. Okay, it's I don't know how to even explain, but it's something bad they wanna do to me. And actually, when you sign something in dreams, you make a contract and you just don't know. That's why I'm very aware of that. So guess what? That was my dream. And then my daughter called me and said, my dad make rice with chicken. And rice with chicken, arroz con pollo, is a plate from Peru, a typical plate from Peru. And I say, no, and they come into my mind, chicken, like in my dream. And she said, rice with chicken, rice with chicken. So that was the word I missed in my dream. So that person who wanna give me the thing to eat, the chicken, was evil. I don't know who was, but I see this man in different dreams, okay? And here, that was my ex-husband again. And I've been telling my ex-husband is the devil. Why? Because in one of my dreams, I share now an entity octopus live inside him. That's why when he approached to me, when I talk, I wanna pew because I never like fish and all this stuff for the sea because it's for me it's disgusting. The odor is for me is disgusting. And when I was talking with her, when I pew, actually I was like coughing and when I pew, and I said, why? Because now it's more stronger than before. This octopus control more him than before. And I say to him, I share the dream. That's why I call it's an entity. I call the devil, but it's an entity. Okay, so it's a marine entity. And that was amazed me again. In my dream, they want to make me eat chicken, and he offered me a ride with chicken. Actually today I drink with rice and milk. Rice and milk. Okay, it's a kind of dessert when you dessert, something like that, or dessert. But I still I'm not going to share this dream. Okay, so that was the two dreams that I said, wow, that amazed me. I can see even before happen or what they want to do to me. So I'm very aware. And then yesterday he sent me potatoes. I put in the trash. I'm not going to eat nothing because I know how this work. I'm very aware. Okay, I don't know if people are going to believe me all this stuff. So today I have a dream. Actually, I used to later that dream. I don't know if I can remember now, but was my mother there? And every time I dream about her, she is something evil, okay, they want to do to me. So in my dream, my aunt Consuelo and my aunt Julio, they want to talk to me by the phone. And she say Consuelo, who means comfort, or Virgin Mary too, she was tell me she will help my mother because I was about to kick her, my mother, to my house. And I was very sad, saying no. And she was like begging for her. I said, no, she's get out of my house because she's evil and blah 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 blah. Ooh, confirmation. and and then my ex-boyfriend was there. And I said, give me all this stuff. I was trying to take all this. Oh, she say no. My aunt say give all her stuff, and I say no. I'm not going to give nothing. But I say, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to give that, but not because you told me. It's because I want to give to her. Not because you told me to me. You know how to tell me what I have to do. That's what I was saying to my aunt. So I grabbed books and books or books. My nephew, one of my nephews over there showed up, Allison, and she was so mad, like, blah, 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 screaming like that, insulting me, yes. And I grabbed her for the ear. The she cannot even touch the floor, like she was a toy. I grabbed her and I said, "Damn it, what's this? Damn it, what's this?" And I don't know what was screaming, but I was so upset and kicked her out of my house too. And I said, and he was giving me, no, my ex-boyfriend was there. He was giving me the papers. No, the books. And they said, hold on. Give me that. I want to see it. When I open this book, I see names. Names, a whole list of names. I was reading all the names. Don't forget in my head, I was reading all the names. And they say a specific 2011. 2011. So then was my ex-boyfriend give me rice again with milk. And the other rice with chicken, and then rice with milk. I don't know what I have to be rice. To be rice when you rise above, when you rising, or rice is when you eat it, rice, something like that. Okay, but it's rice. Rice is like rice with milk is kind of dessert. Okay, so dessert people, maybe that people who dessert, I don't know what I mean, something kind of like that, something kind of some military. Okay, and I was reading all these names, and a lot of people were in my tenants, like let me tell my tenants, and I was, and then they show up that right with me because I want to see the expiration. They said 2011. So 2011 is 2 is 1 1, 11 is 1 1. So 11 11. That's what I see in my dream. 11 11. So 11 is L, even. 11 is L. The Most High God L, even. L L. 11:11. That's what I see in my dream. Why? Because I saw something. I saw something. You remember make my dream about the part of the mail, the DICK. Okay, I make no this president about her part. I see a huge one, like a huge one, like the huge. I never see something like that. Says huge. So that's why it's like the big. You know what? The big pennies, the big pennies. I see a huge one, and I don't know what it means because in my other videos, when in my dreams I see two pennies, in the movie, Angels and Demons, I guess they Angels and Demons or the movie with the Mona Lisa, I don't know, one of them. Okay, I see they say who more pennies you have, more high status military you have, and that's what I see in my dream, two pennies. And when I see that guy have two pennies, he don't look human at all. That's why I know he was an alien. And that's what I saw in my dream. I never understood until I saw the movie. So I make a video about that. So today I see a huge one, like huge, like giant. And that made me remember the giants, kind of the giants. Kind of, I don't know. Okay, men weren't very tall. I don't know because that was normal, okay? And that is the second time I see this, and that was weird, but that was a rice milk. I don't know, rice and milk. I don't know what it means. Maybe I'm going to have a continuation of this dream, but always they try me to decode the dreams. What I see, I have to decode. So I think I have more dreams, but I cannot remember anymore because it's in my other phone. But yesterday when it was the thunder, the storm, I don't know why I had a feeling they are in war. It's not thunders. I cannot even prove that, but I know it's not thunders. It's a war in the sky. That is what I feel it. Okay, and they want me to be asleep. That's what I was sleeping, and I can see what is going on, and I can see the float. The float. That's what the float is. They try to float something. That's what I see float in my dream, and then I see the float outside my house. They try. It's a war. It's the sky. The real war is in the skies. Okay, something's going on. Out. Something is going on because another word for the sky is heaven. It's a war. Okay, that's why always I figure it out, and it's very weird. And I don't remember more dreams right now, but I'm trying to make a video about Adam because I figured out something about him in the Bible. Okay,